Okay, so today I'm going to make you one of my favorite fall cocktails.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Fall? You only make it in the fall?
I think about this as a fall cocktail. You know, Campari is a little bit bitter.
I don't care for this, right? This is the thing I don't.
But I think when I make Boulevardiers, you like them.
Okay.
I think you like them. You've had them before.
Sure.
So this is a pretty simple, it's a 3-ingredient cocktail.
Nice.
You use bourbon, or you could use rye whiskey.
Okay.
You use a sweet vermouth. Now, some people might use a different style of vermouth. I typically use Antica. And so then you use Campari. And so I think Campari and whiskey are the two things that don't change. I think every Boulevardier I've ever had has Campari in it, which is like a bitter liqueur. Okay. Right? Okay. A bitter.
But it's balanced out by the sweet here?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, a liqueur. I think that's what you would call this. Now, there are different types of vermouth.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll use a Spanish vermouth that was aged in chestnut barrels or, some kind of weird, funky, different vermouth. Okay. But Antica is a pretty classic, standard vermouth. Okay. And I thought, okay, I'm just going to make a classic Boulevardier. Classic. And I forgot my ice again. I'm going to put the ice cubes in first this time. Yep. Now, you will find varying recipes. A lot of people say, I've read equal parts, bourbon, vermouth, Campari. That's not, I don't like that. I don't like that ratio. Okay. The ratio that I have found that I really like is 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of vermouth, 3/4 of an ounce of Campari. I've seen 2-1-1. Okay. I've seen 1-1-1. But I don't like those as much.
So you're 2, 3/4,
3/4.
Okay.
That's right. So it ends up being 3.5 ounces of liquid.
And you've got your jigger with all your.
Got my jigger with my measurements all lined up, and so it's going to be really easy. I'm going to set the ice aside, but we'll start with the whiskey. So I'm going to pour 2 ounces, and again, you can use a rye, but I like using bourbon.
Okay. And I don't know the difference of those.
I think if I made you one with each, I think you'd be able to tell the difference. Okay. The rye is going to add a little bit more spice. Okay. And the bourbon is going to be just a little bit sweeter. So then we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth.
That was kind of a generous 3/4. It kind of went over the line. I saw it.
No, look, I went right to the line. All the way to the top is 1 ounce. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just was a little generous. I know what I'm doing here.
Yes.
And then finally,
3/4 of that.
3/4 of this. Yep. Mm-hmm. 3/4 of this. Now, this is like a bright red color. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the Aperol that I don't like.
No, I think you like Aperol too. I think you like Aperol too.
Something I don't care for.
All right. So then you give each of these a stir. Mm-hmm. You want to do it for 20 seconds.
20 seconds, okay.
30 seconds.
Okay.
An old-fashioned, I like to strip an orange peel.
Yes.
A Boulevardier, I like to strip a lemon peel.
Now, is that a traditional...
I think you could do either or.
Not the word finish. No, garnish.
Garnish, okay. Yep. I think you could do either or. It doesn't matter. I've seen them.
So there is a citrus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Normally there is a citrus peel involved with a Boulevardier. Okay. You could do an orange. I like to do lemon. Okay. And I like to roll the lemon.
Of course, yeah. Even though you're not cutting into the lemon.
No, but it does loosen up the outside on the skin.
Okay. All right. The oils.
Yep. That's exactly right. Did you see the mist fly out there as I was cutting?
I did not.
Watch this.
I believe you.
Watch. See it?
I don't.
You don't see that.
I don't.
As
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that. Yeah.
It's spritzing up.
It did. It was, yes, it did spritz up like that. How did it do?
Like. All right, so I'm going to take this.
Yeah, and you always do that. Little ring it around.
It's called a twist. All right.
Did that actually
It did.
Drop any oil in here?
Yeah, absolutely.
It did. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It expresses oils.
Let's see if I see it express.
See it?
I did not.
You didn't see that.
I trust you, but I did not see it.
Oh, man. See it?
You didn't see anything.
I'm going to give you the one with the larger ice cube.
Okay.
And once you taste it, maybe you'll go, oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
This is a classic Boulevardier.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Not too bitter, but the bitter's definitely in there.
I taste it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But does this feel like fall? Can you see where it kind of
looks like
feels?
fall. Look, it kind of matches my fall sweater.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
It looks fall.
Yeah.
You know.
It's got kind of like a deep amber, orangey color, to it.
Pretty. Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's it. A classic Boulevardier. The way I like to make it: 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of Campari.
Campari.
I guess people can say Campari. I call it Campari.
Campari.
And then 3/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth. I use Antica, which is a classic sweet vermouth.
Which is QUA, right? No, it's a CA. Sorry. Could it be Antiqua?
I was like QUA.
Yeah, I thought I saw like Antigua.
No, Antica. ANTICA.
Yeah, it is. I concur.
We will put that recipe below. A classic Boulevardier. This is the way we like to make it.
Cheers.
Thank you guys. See you next week.